Good morning, my friends. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Sunday blogger, Rosemary. Welcome, my friends. Hugs. Motorcycle just went by. Okay, so the question is this. What dreams did you have before weight loss surgery that are now your reality? What actions did you take to lead you to your dreams? Was it easy? Has it been worth it? Would you do it all over again? Do you wish anything was different? Well, I'm going to go with the last one. Do I wish anything was different? The other day, I was thinking out loud, and I was telling my sister, oh, this menopause. If I could just get away from it, or it would get away from me, right? And the more I thought about that statement, the more I remembered how, it is wonderful to be where I'm at today. And that I am living only the dream that was in my head. And I'd like to start today with a quote. Imagine that. Like a morning dream, life becomes more and more bright. The longer we live and the reason of everything appears more clear. What has puzzled us before seems less mysterious, and the crooked path is no longer crooked, but it becomes straighter. The crooked path becomes straighter. And I thought about that as I was talking about menopause and complaining, basically. And, at the same time rejoicing with all that I do today. And it brings me to a memory that I have as I was teaching. I remember being in my classroom and standing the whole time. Now, if you knew me back then, you knew that I taught from the desk, from behind the desk. And if I stood in front of the students, I sat in a chair, in a grown-up chair. All the other teachers used the little chairs. I had to use a grown-up chair. And that's how I taught. I taught sitting down most of the time. But I did the best I could. And I loved my students, don't get me wrong. I wanted to give them the best teaching that I could, but I was limited with my health. I was limited, because I was so large. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. So the very first time, I will never forget it, because something happened and I'm going to explain it right now. So this is the way it went. The whole day I stood, and it was lunchtime. And it dawned on me, I'm not tired. And I literally, I walked around my classroom. I helped every student that I could. I bent over to speak to them, over their shoulder, and looked into their eyes. I had always wanted to do that. That was just a dream of mine. And I began to call them victory. I didn't know what a non-scale victory was back then. But I was saying, victory. Cha-ching. I was victory. Doing victory laps, I guess. I was happy that day. And I remember lining the students up as we walked into the lunchroom, and it was my time for lunch, and I wasn't going to eat. I was going to walk. I went out to the playground, and I walked. And, the other teachers could see me. And so I came back in, and I had a teacher that, I don't know, I love her. I just love her. She's the one that put some fire in me when I needed it, I guess. But she says, oh, stop showing off, Rosemary. And I looked at her, and I said, showing off? Is that what you think I'm doing? Have you ever seen me walk as much as I do today? She said, no. I said, have you ever seen me not sit behind my desk or sit in a chair as I taught my class? No. I call that victory, don't you? And she thought about it, and she says, that's right. It's victory. I said, you should be rejoicing with me. And she says, I am rejoicing with you. And she began to clap, and she began to tell me all the other things that she saw. She says, I see you now in your car. You're driving so much easier. You don't have your stomach towards the steering wheel. And she began to just tell me all these other things, you know. Oh, and your stomach's going down, and you're not having to put your books on your stomach. She just began to give me victory as well. Sometimes, to be truly happy, you have to follow your dream, no matter what everyone else may think. I learned that. Our truest life is when we are in dreams, awake. I am living my dream today. To know that I can put on a bathing suit and get in the pool and not only am I doing water aerobics, but I am doing laps before water aerobics. Yay! Right? To know that I can walk 6, 7, 8, up to 10 miles in a day. That is victory. Victory. That's not showing off. That's being victorious for what I only dreamed of doing. Am I in the perfect body that I really, really want to be in? No. No, I'm not. Have I gained weight because of menopause? Yes. Yes and no. I'm maintaining. Have I ever been able to maintain before? No. I was the same person that everybody else is when it comes to losing weight. You lose 50, you gain 100. That was me. So weight loss surgery has given me my dreams. I've been able to maintain something I never could do before. Never let anyone tell you that you aren't capable of your dreams. You can do anything you set your mind to dream. I'm living my dream. And I'm not letting anybody put a damper on my dream. What dreams did I have before weight loss surgery? I dreamed that I could walk and not get tired, be in my classroom and stand for the whole day and still do other things after that. I remember when I was losing the weight, I was encouraging the teachers, and they were starting to go with me on my walks, and we would even do walks before school started. Yeah. So not only was I living my dream, but I was able to encourage others to live it with me. Every time I say I'm not going to get emotional. What actions did you take to lead you to your dreams? I said I was going to continue my mobility. My knees only have gotten worse as I get older. And, menopause, they say that you have to stay mobile. Well, I've stayed mobile without anybody telling me to stay mobile. My doctor has said that there is nothing to do but ride the wave of menopause. When he said that, I thought, I am riding the wave. I am. Yes, I get discouraged, because it doesn't seem, the scale doesn't seem to move. But I'm maintaining again, that is not a bad thing. That is an amazing thing. And I know you hear me say that so many times. But sometimes the newcomers that are watching us need to hear it as well. Was it easy? It wasn't easy. But the more I do it, the easier it becomes, if that makes sense. Has it been worth it? Yes. Yes! If I could shout it out, I would. Would you do it all over again? Most definitely. Most definitely. And do I wish anything was different? I thought so. I thought, well, if I could just, get over menopause. They say that I could stay this way for 10 years. Well, if I could maintain for 10 more years, hallelujah. If I can get down, hallelujah too. Go confident in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have always imagined. To say that and believe that was a dream. That I can say it now. And that everything I've imagined my life to be has evolved. So I tell you now, my friends, my wish for all that are watching, for you, that you want your dreams to come true, listen carefully. My wish for you is that this life become all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big. Your worries stay small. That you never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yes, my friend, this is my wish for you. I wish that your dream comes true and that you get to live the dreams that were only up here and today have become reality. I love you, my friends, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye for now. And if you want to make a video response, please, you don't have to ask me for permission. Do it. I love you again. I'll see you when I see you. And leave me some comments. I love reading them. Bye, guys.